reading friends, good morning. Welcome back to AJ Bookstore channel. Stay with me, Aisha. Thank you very much for staying in this channel. And today, I'm gonna read the storybook titled Brave Little Deer. This is a story about the little deer who is very friendly and she likes to make friendship, but she is always afraid. She's afraid of anything, especially afraid of the predator like snakes and wolves. And because of her fears, she cannot play together with her friend. But one day, when she discovered her friend were in trouble, the deer found herself is braver than she thought. Well, it's very interesting and enchanting book story, and I can hardly wait to read it together with you. If you have a copy of this book, go get it so we can read it together. Brave Little Deer. Deer woke up to a bright summer morning. Then the sun shining and butterflies were flying chase through the woods. I'd like someone to play with too, thought Deer. So she set off to find her friend, Beaver. Beaver was busy building a dam and a new lodge down at the river. Would you like to come and play? Asked Deer. I'm sorry, replied Beaver, but I want to get this finished quickly. I'll help you, said Deer. Then we'll be able to play together. And she tiptoed into the river. Very soon, the water was halfway up her legs. Oh, Beaver, sighed Deer. I'm sorry, I'm not brave enough to wade across the river. I think I'd better go and see if Bear can play instead. Well, be careful, Beaver told her. I've heard there's a wolf prowling around the woods. How scary, said Deer. Deer soon found Bear. He was hunting for honey. Would you like to come and play? Asked Deer. I'm sorry, replied Bear, but I haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm really hungry. Help me collect this honey, and then I'll be able to play with you. Oh, Bear, sighed Deer. I wish I could, but those buzzing bees scared me. I'm not as brave as you. Well, you better watch out then, Bear told her, because I've heard there's a wolf about. That's really frightening, sighed Deer. Deer set off through the woods. I'm such a silly deer, she thought. If only I could be as brave as Beaver and Bear, I would have someone to play with. Suddenly, Deer heard a cry. Help! Help! Called a frightened voice. Deer started to run. Come on! Deer called as she passed Bear. Someone is in trouble. Sorry, said Bear, but it might be that wolf, and I'm scared of wolves. Me too, added Beaver, and he jumped into the river to dive down under his dam. Deer rushed through the woods towards the cry. In the clearing stood rabbits, shivering as the wolf crept towards him, snarling and baring his teeth. Deer didn't stop to think. She leapt between the wolf and rabbits. As she did so, her hooves hit a hollow log. Boom! The sound echoed right around the wood. The wolf was looking at the rabbit. He didn't see what had made the noise, but it scared him all right. Now, he didn't stop to think. He turned on his heels and fled. Oh, thank you, dear, smiled Rabbit. You were so brave. Was I? Asked Deer, surprised. Do you mean that? I don't think I'm very brave at all. But you are, insists Rabbit. I don't know anyone else in the wood who would have been brave enough to do what just you did. Nor do I, said Beaver, running toward them from the river. I was really scared. So was I, added Bear, coming out of his hiding place. I couldn't have done it. Thank you, said Deer shyly. I don't suppose you have any time to play now, do you? Of course, said Rabbit and Beaver and Bear together. We would love to play with a brave little deer like you. This is the end of the story, everyone. If you find this channel useful, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. And thank you very much for staying with me. We will meet again in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye. Happy reading, everyone.